EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen going to keep it again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The kick by Bass is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 9, Pickett looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Rondale Moore, 29 yards. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
To the air on first down with Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. (10-7) our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second and 2. Looking to throw, Pickett. That pass complete to Moore. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Allen off the bootleg. And complete right side to Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. They run with Hines. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they have...
He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 82 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Pickett. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Pickett. And his pass incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And a good job on the hold there, as this is good through the snow, and this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Now on 2nd and 13, Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Pulled in at the 24. Dancing away at the 35. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's go now.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Just obviously a gigantic play by the defense here. You see where we're at in the 4th quarter, Charles. 4th and long, they felt like they had to make a big play through the air, but it's the defense, not that offense, that comes up with the huge play.
And I love the countenance of the defenders. So calm, so ready, no nerves and evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put